Welcome to the Universe Unveiled, where we embark on a visual odyssey to explore the most mysterious corners of existence. Our journey begins with a historic separation as the Huygens probe prepares to descend onto the mysterious moon known as Titan. This small robotic explorer carried the hopes of humanity, aiming to pierce through the thick and opaque atmosphere of this world. As it plunged into the clouds, it faced extreme heat and pressure, shielding its delicate instruments from the violent entry forces. For hours, the probe descended through a smog that hid the surface, a thick blanket of nitrogen and complex organic molecules. Finally, the parachutes deployed, slowing the craft down and allowing it to drift gently towards an unknown and alien landscape. As the haze cleared, cameras captured the first incredible images of a surface that looked hauntingly familiar, yet totally alien. The probe touched down on a soft surface, surrounded by rounded ice rocks that suggested the presence of flowing liquid. These were not ordinary rocks, but frozen water ice, smoothed over eons by the flow of liquid methane rivers. Titan is the only other world we know that has a liquid cycle, with rain falling to form vast lakes. Instead of water, these lakes are filled with liquid methane and ethane, creating a bizarre mirror of our own planet. Flying over Ligeia Mare, we see coastlines that mimic Earth, yet the temperature here is hundreds of degrees below zero. Radar scans from orbit revealed the true scale of these seas, covering vast areas of the northern polar region. Beneath this frozen crust lies another secret, a global subsurface ocean of liquid water that might just harbor life. Could simple forms of life exist in these dark depths, protected from the harsh, cold surface by miles of ice?
Sunset on Titan is a spectacular event, where the thick atmosphere scatters light into a deep and alien twilight. NASA plans to return with Dragonfly, a dual quadcopter lander designed to hop across the surface and study the chemistry. It will explore the organic dunes and crater floors, searching for the chemical precursors that could lead to biological life. Titan is larger than the planet Mercury, a colossal moon that behaves more like a planet in its own right. Orbiting the ringed giant Saturn, it remains one of the most compelling targets for future human exploration and settlement. One day, humanity may walk on these frozen shores, gazing out at the golden lakes under a hazy orange sky. Leaving the mysteries of Titan behind, we now venture further into the cosmos to witness the diversity of galaxies. The universe is filled with billions of galaxies, but not all of them follow the standard spiral or elliptical shapes.
Behold NGC 2936, known as the Penguin Galaxy, a distorted spiral that looks remarkably like a cosmic bird. The bright eye of the penguin is actually the core of a once normal spiral galaxy, torn apart by gravity. This shape is the result of a violent gravitational dance with its neighbor, a massive elliptical galaxy pulling it apart. Next is NGC 2336, the Space Candy Galaxy, a quintessential spiral that stretches an immense 200,000 light years. Its vast arms are studded with young blue stars, creating a stunning contrast against the older red stars at its center. The Tadpole Galaxy boasts a massive tail of stars, stretching 280,000 light years into deep space. This tail was ripped out by a smaller intruder galaxy that passed too close, creating a bridge of orphaned stars. Hoag's object is a rare ring galaxy, featuring a perfect circle of blue stars surrounding a lonely yellow nucleus. The gap between the ring and the core is almost completely empty, a cosmic mystery that still puzzles astronomers today. The Sombrero Galaxy is famous for its bright white core and the thick, dark dust lane that encircles it. At its heart
lies a supermassive black hole weighing 1 billion times the mass of our own sun. The Cigar Galaxy is a starburst galaxy, undergoing a period of intense star formation that drives red plumes of gas outward. Its explosive activity is triggered by the gravitational influence of its larger neighbor, the beautiful spiral galaxy M81. The Cartwheel Galaxy shows the dramatic aftermath of a high-speed collision, sending shockwaves of star formation outward like ripples. A smaller galaxy punched right through the center, creating expanding waves of energy that ignited billions of new stars. The Black Eye Galaxy earns its name from a spectacular dark band of absorbing dust that sits in front of its bright nucleus.
Strange internal motion suggests this galaxy recently swallowed a smaller companion, causing gas to rotate in the opposite direction. Stefan's quintet offers a ringside seat to galactic evolution, a visual grouping of 5 galaxies locked in a slow dance. A massive shockwave, larger than the Milky Way itself, heats the gas here to millions of degrees as galaxies collide. Centaurus A is the closest active galaxy to Earth, dominating the radio sky with massive lobes of high-energy particles. Deep within its dust lanes lies a monster black hole, feeding voraciously and blasting jets of plasma into intergalactic space. NGC 474 appears as a hazy ball of light, surrounded by delicate, shell-like structures resembling layers of an onion. These shells are the ghostly echoes of smaller galaxies that were consumed and torn apart by tidal forces billions of years ago.
Scanning.
These cosmic oddities remind us that the universe is a dynamic, violent, and creatively chaotic place of constant change. But among all cosmic phenomena, nothing captures our fear and fascination quite like the dark monsters known as black holes. Lurking at the centers of most galaxies are supermassive black holes, engines of destruction with gravity so strong light cannot escape. When these monsters feed, they launch jets of particles at nearly the speed of light, stretching for thousands of light years. Astronomers recently noticed something disturbing about a distant galaxy cataloged as PBCJ 2333.9-2343. The relativistic jet from its central black hole has drastically changed direction, shifting nearly 90 degrees to point at Earth. This means the galaxy has reclassified from a radio galaxy to a blazar, with its gun barrel aimed right at us. A blazar is an active galactic nucleus with a relativistic jet directed very close to our line of sight. This dramatic shift could be caused by a merger with another galaxy, or a collision between 2 supermassive black holes. While the jet is pointed at us, the immense distance of millions of light-years acts as a safety buffer. The high-energy particles are diluted by the vast void, and our planet's magnetic field protects us from the remnants. We are not in immediate danger, but this event highlights the dynamic and often violent nature of the universe we live in. Black holes are also known for tidal disruption events, where unlucky stars, wandering too close, are shredded into streams of gas. The immense gravity creates a process called spaghettification, stretching any object vertically while compressing it horizontally into a long strand. Even more terrifying are rogue black holes, ejected from their galaxies, wandering silently through the darkness of intergalactic space. Hubble recently spotted a trail of newborn stars, evidence of a runaway black hole plowing through gas clouds like a ship. Instead of eating the stars, this rogue monster compressed the gas in its path, triggering a beautiful wake of star formation. Closer to home, astronomers discovered Gaia BH1, the nearest known black hole, located just 1,500 light-years away. While 1,500 light-years sounds far, on a galactic scale, this dormant black hole is practically in our backyard. It is currently dormant, meaning it is not actively feeding on its companion star, making it terrifyingly hard to detect. Calculations suggest there are millions of these hidden stellar mass black holes scattered throughout our own Milky Way galaxy. From the dark destroyers, we turn our gaze to a dying giant that has been captivating observers for centuries: Betelgeuse. Located on the shoulder of Orion, Betelgeuse is a red supergiant so massive it would swallow Jupiter if placed in our solar system. It is nearly 1,000 times larger than our Sun, a bloated star nearing the violent end of its life cycle. In late 2019, Betelgeuse began to dim dramatically, losing 2/3 of its brightness and sparking rumors of an imminent supernova. Scientists later concluded that the star had ejected a massive bubble of gas which cooled into dust and blocked our view. The surface of Betelgeuse is a chaotic boiling pot, with convection cells larger than the orbit of the Earth. Like a beating heart, the star pulsates, expanding and contracting in complex cycles that astronomers are still trying to decode. Deep inside, it is running out of fuel, fusing heavier and heavier elements until it inevitably creates an iron core. Once iron is formed, fusion stops, gravity wins, and the core will collapse in a fraction of a second. The resulting supernova will be a cataclysmic explosion, releasing more energy in an instant than our Sun does in its lifetime. When it happens, Betelgeuse will shine as bright as the full moon, visible even during the day for weeks.
We do not know exactly when this will occur. It could be tomorrow, or it could be 100,000 years from now. Fortunately, at 640 light-years away, the explosion poses no threat to life on Earth, only a spectacular light show. The remnants of Betelgeuse will form a stunning nebula, seeding the galaxy with the heavy elements needed for new life. While stars forge the elements of life, the search for actual living organisms brings us back to the icy moons of our solar system. Europa, the smallest of Jupiter's Galilean moons, is covered in a shell of ice that is smoother than a billiard ball. The surface is scarred by reddish-brown fractures, evidence of the constant tidal flexing caused by Jupiter's immense gravity. Beneath this frozen crust lies a global ocean containing twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans combined. Scientists believe hydrothermal vents on the sea floor could provide the heat and nutrients necessary to support a biological ecosystem. NASA's Europa Clipper mission is set to investigate this world, scanning the ice to determine if the conditions are right for life. It will fly through plumes of water vapor venting into space, tasting the ocean without ever having to drill through the ice. Further out at Saturn lies Enceladus, a tiny moon that is arguably the most promising place to find extraterrestrial life. Enceladus actively shoots massive geysers of salty water and organic compounds from its south pole directly into space. The Cassini spacecraft flew right through these plumes, detecting complex organic molecules that are the building blocks of life. This tiny moon is so active that it creates an entire ring around Saturn known as the E-ring from its icy spray. Future missions might send snake-like robots to slither down these vents and reach the alien ocean below. If life exists there, it would prove that biology is not a miracle unique to Earth, but a cosmic imperative. These ocean worlds challenge our understanding of the habitable zone, shifting our focus from warm planets to frozen moons. Even Mars, now a dry desert, once held vast oceans, suggesting that water is common throughout the history of the solar system. Beyond our Sun, the James Webb Telescope is sniffing the atmospheres of distant exoplanets,
hunting for water vapor and biosignatures. We are discovering new classes of worlds, like Hycean planets, covered in global oceans under thick hydrogen atmospheres. The TRAPPIST-1 system alone hosts 7 Earth-sized planets, several of which sit comfortably within the habitable zone. Life on these worlds might look very different, adapting to the dim red light of their host stars in creative ways. Every point of light in the sky is a potential story, a potential home, or a potential mystery waiting to be solved.
It is the curiosity of the human spirit that drives us to build these machines and look up at the stars. From the backyard astronomer to the largest space agencies, we are all united by the same fundamental questions of existence. As our robotic ambassadors like Voyager travel further into the void, they carry the legacy of our planet with them. The Golden Record is a message in a bottle, a testament to our hope that we are not alone in the dark. From the methane lakes of Titan to the colliding galaxies and the hidden oceans of frozen moons, the universe is wondrous. The more we learn, the more we realize how much is left to discover in this infinite expanse of space and time. Thank you for joining the Universe Unveiled. Keep looking up, for the cosmos is vast and full of endless wonders. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries that lie beyond the horizon of our home world. This production was made possible by the dedication of astronomers and dreamers who dare to push the boundaries of knowledge. If you enjoyed this journey, click on the next video to continue your exploration of the magnificent universe with us. Here is one last moment of cosmic beauty to reflect upon as we conclude our voyage through the stars today. Like a comet passing in the night, our time together is brief, but the impact of discovery lasts a lifetime. Every sunrise brings new data, new theories, and new opportunities to understand the grand design of the cosmos we inhabit. Our eyes on the sky never close, listening for whispers from the deep past and signals from the furthest reaches. We are all connected, stardust contemplating stardust, woven into the intricate and beautiful web of the cosmic story. In the distant future, our galaxy will merge with Andromeda, creating a new chapter in the history of our local group. The night sky will be transformed into a dazzling display of 2 galactic cores shining down on whatever life remains. But for now, we take small steps, venturing out into the void to learn, to explore, and to understand. The International Space Station stands as a beacon of what we can achieve when we work together for science. Soon we will return to the moon, establishing a permanent presence to prepare for the giant leap to Mars. New generations of rockets are being built to carry heavier payloads and more dreamers to the final frontier. Leaving home is never easy, but the call of the unknown is a powerful force that has always driven humanity. Our solar system is a diverse family, from the scorched rocks of Mercury to the wind-swept blue giant Neptune. Uranus rolls on its side, a victim of a colossal ancient impact that knocked it over billions of years ago. Neptune hosts the fastest winds in the solar system, whipping frozen methane clouds at supersonic speeds across its face. Even little Pluto surprised us with active nitrogen glaciers and a complex atmosphere, proving size isn't everything. Beyond Pluto lies the Kuiper Belt, a vast debris field left over from the formation of the solar system. And further still is the Oort cloud, the spherical shell where comets are born, marking the edge of our star's influence. The nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is 4 light-years away, a journey that would take current technology thousands of years. Breakthrough Starshot aims to send tiny light sails
accelerated by lasers, to reach this system within our lifetime. Imagine receiving the first close-up image of an alien world, a moment that would forever change human history. The Drake equation attempts to estimate the number of civilizations, but for now, the variable remains a tantalizing unknown.
We listen to the radio static of the universe, hoping to catch a whisper that stands out from the noise. The Fermi paradox asks, if the universe is teeming with life, why have we not seen any evidence of it yet? Perhaps there is a great filter, a challenge so difficult that few civilizations manage to survive long enough to communicate. This possibility makes our own survival even more precious, urging us to protect the only home we have ever known. Our planet is a rare oasis of life in a hostile universe, a complex biosphere that we are still understanding. The future of humanity depends on our ability to balance technological advancement with the preservation of our natural environment. We return to the pillars of creation, where new stars are being born from the dust of ancient stellar ancestors. The cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is the fundamental rhythm of the cosmos, playing out over billions of years. Neutron stars pack the mass of the Sun into a city-sized sphere, spinning hundreds of times every single second. When they collide, they create a kilonova, forging the universe's supply of gold, platinum, and other precious heavy metals. The gold in your jewelry was likely forged in the violent death spiral of two neutron stars long ago. Yet, all the stars and gas we see make up only a tiny fraction of the universe's total mass. Dark energy is pushing the universe apart, accelerating the expansion and driving galaxies beyond our cosmic horizon forever. In the far future, the universe may succumb to the Big Freeze, where all stars burn out and darkness reigns. But that is a story for an unimaginably distant time. Today, the cosmos is alive with light and energy. NGC 1300 shows off its perfect barred spiral structure, a majestic example of galactic architecture at its finest. Omega Centauri is a jewel box containing 10 million stars, all packed into a dense sphere orbiting our galaxy. These are some of the oldest stars in the universe, ancient witnesses to the formation of the Milky Way itself. The Crab Nebula is the chaotic wreckage of a star that exploded in 1054, recorded by ancient astronomers worldwide. It is still expanding today, a dynamic cloud of high-energy particles powered by the pulsar spinning at its heart. The Horsehead Nebula is a dark tower of dust rising against a background of glowing hydrogen gas, an iconic silhouette. Inside this dark pillar, gravity is pulling dust clumps together to ignite new stars, hidden from visible light. The Great Orion Nebula is a stellar nursery visible to the naked eye, a cavern of gas illuminated by massive young stars. Here we see protoplanetary disks, or propellets, which are embryonic solar systems in the very first stages of formation. Planet formation is a violent process of collision and accretion, eventually clearing the dust to reveal stable worlds. Our own solar system went through this chaotic phase, with planets migrating and asteroids bombarding the inner worlds. A Mars-sized object smashed into the young Earth, creating a ring of debris that eventually coalesced into our moon. The moon stabilizes Earth's tilt, giving us predictable seasons and a climate stable enough for complex life to evolve. By a cosmic coincidence, the moon and sun appear the same size in our sky, creating spectacular total solar eclipses. Watching the moon's shadow race across our planet is a reminder of the celestial mechanics that govern our lives. The moon's gravity tugs on our oceans, creating tides that may have helped early life move from water to land. Not all moons are peaceful. Jupiter's moon Io is a volcanic hellscape, the most geologically active body in the system.
Ganymede is the giant of moons, the only one with its own magnetic field, protecting it from Jupiter's radiation. Callisto bears the scars of the early solar system, its surface being one of the oldest and most cratered landscapes known. Saturn's moon, Mimas, sports a massive impact crater that gives it an uncanny resemblance to a famous sci-fi space station. Iapetus is the walnut moon, with a bizarre ridge running along its equator and two distinctly different colored hemispheres. Miranda looks like a jigsaw puzzle put together wrong, featuring the tallest cliff in the solar system, Verona Rupes. A fall from this cliff would take over 10 minutes due to low gravity, a terrifying yet slow descent. Triton orbits Neptune backwards, a captured Kuiper Belt object that is slowly spiraling inward to its eventual destruction. It hosts active nitrogen geysers that erupt and are carried by thin winds, streaking the icy surface with dark dust. Moons are not just dead rocks.
They are dynamic worlds with volcanoes, oceans, atmospheres, and endless geological mysteries. Ceres, the queen of the asteroid belt, puzzled scientists with its mysterious bright spots, which turned out to be salt deposits.
We lost thrust.
Vesta is a protoplanet that survived the early chaos, offering a window into the building blocks of the terrestrial planets. NASA's Psyche mission is headed to a metal-rich asteroid, likely the exposed core of a planet that never formed. The resources on such asteroids are worth quintillions of dollars, potentially fueling a future space-based economy. We are also learning to defend ourselves. The DART mission proved we can alter an asteroid's path to prevent impact. The 1908 Tunguska event flattened millions of trees, a stark reminder of the kinetic energy these space rocks possess. 66 million years ago, a city-sized asteroid ended the reign of the dinosaurs, paving the way for mammalian rise. Life is resilient.
From the ashes of catastrophe, new ecosystems emerged, eventually leading to the evolution of humanity. Our ancestors looked at the stars with fear and wonder, creating myths to explain the movements of the heavens. Today, we replace myths with mathematics and mirrors, peering deeper into space and time than ever before. Artificial intelligence now helps us sift through petabytes of data, finding patterns that human eyes might miss. Astronomy is a global endeavor, transcending borders as scientists from all nations work together to decode the universe. Carl Sagan reminded us that, on this pale blue dot, everyone you love, everyone you know, has lived their lives. Astronomy gives us a perspective of humility, emphasizing our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another. Inspiring the next generation of explorers is crucial, for they will be the ones to solve the mysteries we leave behind. We may one day become a multi-planetary species, living in rotating habitats or terraformed worlds far from Earth. While faster-than-light travel remains theoretical, physics does not strictly forbid bending space to cheat the cosmic speed limit. Wormholes could serve as shortcuts through space-time, connecting distant corners of the universe in an instant. Some theories suggest our universe is just one bubble in a vast multiverse, each with different physical laws. String theory attempts to unify gravity and quantum mechanics, describing particles as tiny, vibrating strings of energy. We must admit that we know very little. 95% of the universe is made of stuff we cannot see. But the mystery is what makes the journey worthwhile. The pursuit of truth is the noblest human endeavor. We end where we began, on the shores of Titan, reminding us that every world has a story to tell.
The Huygens probe sits silent now, a monument to the moment humanity touched a world billion of miles away. Perhaps one day, explorers will visit this site, standing in reverence before the machine that opened our eyes. Space exploration is difficult and unforgiving, but our failures only teach us how to reach higher and go further. We are even learning to hear the cosmos, converting data into sounds that reveal the rhythmic music of the spheres. This vast, cold, and beautiful universe is our home, and we are the way for the cosmos to know itself. Never stop asking questions, never stop looking up, and never lose that sense of wonder that defines us. We appreciate you spending your time with us on this journey through the incredible tapestry of space and time. If you want to continue exploring with us, please subscribe and turn on notifications for our upcoming deep dives. A special thanks to our supporters who make these high-quality productions possible. You are the fuel for our rocket. We leave you with this final, stunning visualization of a supernova remnant, a ghostly shroud of gas in deep space. Let the beauty of the universe fill you with inspiration as you go about your day on our blue planet. Remember, even in the darkest void, there is always light waiting to be found, if you know where to look. This has been The Universe Unveiled. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now, fellow travelers of the cosmos. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. The Universe Unveiled is a production dedicated to bringing the wonders of the cosmos directly to your screen. All visual and audio content in this production is protected by copyright and created for educational and entertainment purposes. Follow us on social media for daily astronomy facts, behind-the-scenes content, and updates on space news. We leave you with the peaceful motion of our own galaxy, turning silently in the night sky above us. Make a wish upon a falling star, for it is a piece of history burning bright for a brief moment. As the sun rises, the stars fade, but they are always there, waiting for the darkness to reveal them again. The lights of our cities mirror the stars above, a reflection of our desire to banish the dark. The aurora borealis reminds us of the invisible shield that protects us from the fury of our own sun. Our star is a dynamic engine, the giver of life, and a constant reminder of the power of fusion. Cherish this blue marble, for in all the vastness we have explored today, it is the only home we have. We return now to the surface, grounded once more, but with our minds forever expanded by what we have seen. Thank you for watching The Universe Unveiled. May your journey through life be as wondrous as the stars themselves. The Universe Unveiled, exploring the cosmos, one video at a time. Directed and produced by AI and human collaboration. Goodbye, and until we meet again in the starlight, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep unveiling the universe.